Hey friends, welcome to Yoga with Rachel and welcome to your somatic yoga practice for the lower back and psoas muscle. Somatic practices invite you to listen to your body and move in ways that feel good. Somatic practices encourage exploration, intuitive movement, self-inquiry, a deep inner listening, self-compassion, curiosity, and play. Although I'll be guiding you throughout our practice, I encourage you to move in a way that feels authentic to you. This could mean adjusting the pace or the number of repetitions, exploring your own breathing pattern, lingering in a posture longer than what I show on screen, or exploring another variation of a movement. Allow your sensations to guide your practice. This practice of deep inner listening can strengthen the mind-body connection and can help cultivate self-trust. 2 yoga blocks and a blanket might be useful for our practice together. And without further ado, let's explore.
Slowly ease your back body onto the surface beneath you. It may feel nice to explore a full body stretch. Imagine that you're just waking up, greeting the day. Lean into intuitive movement, allowing your sensations to guide you towards what feels good and nourishing. When you feel ready, allow your arms to gently fall to your sides. In your own time, bend at your knees, placing the soles of your feet on your mat. You can explore walking your feet towards the long edges of your mat, and then allow your knees to fall inward and connect. Breathe in through your nose, and on your breath out, either soften your focus or close your eyes. Sense your connection to the earth. Gently scan your body for points of contact. Which areas of your body feel deeply connected to the surface beneath you? Can you sense any gaps between your back body and the ground? Observe if more weight is being placed on one side of your body versus your other side. Noting how your feet connect with the earth, how your pelvis settles, the contact of your shoulder blades, and the weight of your head resting against the ground. Now, an invitation to bring your awareness to your breath. Follow its natural rhythm with each inhale and exhale. Observe where you can feel your breath moving through your body. Where do you sense the expansion? And where do you feel the soft contraction or the gentle release of air? I invite you to place your hands on your belly. Explore guiding your breath towards your belly, sensing its gentle rise with each slow breath in, and the soft fall with every exhale. Notice if you sense any movement in your lower back as you direct your breath towards your hands. Do you notice any subtle movement taking place in your pelvis and hips with each cycle of breath? Beautiful. Invite your breath to return to its natural rhythm. If your knees are together, kindly part your knees, inviting your knees to point upwards, and then walk your feet in so they are roughly hip distance apart. With your hands resting on your belly, an invitation to gently rock your pelvis, releasing your lower back towards the earth. Then explore this rock in the opposite direction by gently pressing your sacrum into the earth, allowing your lower back to lift away from the ground. You can choose a range of motion that feels best for you. An invitation to continue this gentle rocking motion at your own pace. Sense how your feet support this movement. Observe how this movement can translate up through your spine, all the way to your head. Now, an invitation to explore sending your breath towards your belly, syncing breath with movement. On a slow breath in, allow your lower back to lift away, filling your belly with air. And on a slow breath out, invite your lower back to release, sensing your abdomen falling closer towards your spine. An invitation to continue this breathing pattern if it feels good in your body. Feel free to extend your right leg out long on your mat as you continue this pelvic rock, syncing your breath with the movement. And if this does not feel nourishing or comfortable, you're welcome to return to the previous movement. Somatic practices are about listening to your body and honoring what your body is communicating to you. In your own time, explore stillness. Slowly send your left leg out long so both legs are extended. Pause for a moment to sense right and left sides of your body. Observe whether one side feels more grounded or connected to the earth. Does one side feel more open and relaxed? All right, when you're ready, please bend at your right knee, allowing your left leg to remain extended. Once again, you can explore that gentle pelvic rock as you send your breath towards your hands. When this movement feels complete, kindly send your right leg out long. You can release your arms to your sides. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose or your mouth. Allow your body to be gently held by the earth. And notice if any sensations call for your attention. This could be a thought, feeling, emotion, a belief. In this moment of stillness, the invitation is to get curious about what's surfacing without passing judgment. When you feel ready, kindly bend at your knees, inviting the soles of your feet to rest on the ground. It might feel welcome to walk your feet towards the long edges of your mat for our next movement. Slowly rock your knees from side to side, exploring a range of motion and a breathing pattern that feels good in your body. You can place your hands on your hip points, as this may feel grounding and soothing. An invitation to observe the movement taking place beneath your hands. Observe how your spine responds to this movement. Where do you sense movement in your spine as you lift and lower your knees? It may feel nice to gently roll your head from side to side, either in the same direction as your knees or in the opposite direction. Feel free to explore both options to find what feels good in your body. In your own time, bring your head and knees back to center. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose or your mouth. I invite you to hug your right knee in towards your chest, placing your hands around your shin. It may feel better to keep your left foot planted on your mat, or you can reach your left leg out long. Explore sending your breath towards your right hip, sensing that gentle compression in your right hip flexor. Observe if your weight has shifted. Does one side of your body feel more connected to the earth? Bring your awareness to your pelvis and then to your shoulder blades, sensing their connection to the ground beneath you. You're invited to observe with non-judgmental curiosity. There's no need to adjust or change anything. Just simply notice what's present for you. And now an invitation to direct your breath towards your left hip flexor. In your own time, release your right foot to the earth. Kindly bend your left leg and draw your left knee in towards your chest, holding onto your shin. You can keep your right foot grounded on the earth, or if it feels better, extend your right leg out long. One option is not better than the other. The invitation is to listen to your body and follow what feels nourishing for you. You can explore breathing into your left hip for a few cycles of breath. And then you can explore directing your breath to your other hip whenever it feels good. When you feel ready, release your left foot to the earth and bend at your right knee so that both of your feet are resting on your mat. Take a slow breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Melt your knees to one side as you gently roll onto your side. It may feel nice to pause here for a moment, with your bottom arm serving as a pillow for your head. You can place your other hand on the ground, inviting your hand to gently rock your body. In your own time, press yourself up to a seated position. Feel free to sit on a folded blanket if that would feel welcome in your body. An invitation to place one hand on your heart space, and your other hand can gently rest on your belly. Breathe in, and on your breath out, round through your spine, sensing the gentle contraction as your belly button draws closer towards your spine and your heart space softens inward. On your next breath in, explore expansion as you open up through your front body, lifting your chest and your chin. On your next breath out, gently bow your head and begin to round through your upper, mid, and lower back. On your next breath in, an invitation to begin the movement from your lower spine, gently rolling up through your spinal chain to find a seated cow pose. Now, an invitation to explore moving your spine in a wave-like motion. Consider how you would like to integrate your breath. How can your breath guide and support the movement? It may feel welcome to open your arms wide as you explore expansion, and then bring your arms back in as you find contraction. In your own time, explore stillness. Pause here for a moment to sense how that movement felt in your body. For our next series of movements, you may choose to turn towards one of the short edges of your mat. With your hands on the earth to offer support, kindly place the soles of your feet on the ground. Please walk your feet towards the long edges of your mat. I invite you to lower your knees to the right, lifting the soles of your feet away from the ground and allowing your left hip to lift away from the earth. Invite the sole of your right foot to rest somewhere along your left thigh. An invitation to place your left hand on your left hip as you gently lower your left hip and glute closer towards the ground. and then invite your hip to lift once again. You are welcome to continue this movement at a pace that resonates with you. As you explore this movement, notice how your hips, pelvis, and lower back respond. You can add on to this lower body movement by reaching your left hand across your body and towards the right side. It may feel helpful to place your right hand on the earth to offer support. You can stay here exploring different angles, or you can move in and out of this shape. The invitation here is to breathe into your left hip flexor and psoas muscle. The breath can serve as a powerful tool for releasing tension and restriction in this area of the body. When this movement feels complete, kindly make your way back through center and then melt your knees to the left. You can place your right hand on your right hip as you explore lifting and lowering your hip. You can explore reaching your right arm across your chest and over towards the left side. It may feel welcome to linger here, experimenting with different angles, or it may feel better to move in and out of the shape. You can pause at any point to send your breath into sensation. When you feel ready, lift your knees, cross at your ankles, and then make your way to all fours. It may feel nice to place a folded blanket under your knees for padding. If you have yoga blocks, kindly place them near the top short edge of your mat. You might find them useful for our explorations. Now, in this new relationship to gravity, you may find that your body is asking for some organic movement. If that is the case, respond to that inner calling and move in a way that feels good. If you feel up for some guided movement, I invite you to explore stillness. Curl your right toes under and then slide your right foot back. Breathe in through your nose. And on your breath out, hug your right knee in towards your chest and then step your right foot between your hands. You are welcome to make any adjustments to your stance so that way you feel more grounded in this shape. When you feel ready, lift your upper body away from your right thigh and place your hands on your thigh. Explore a slight rounding of your spine. Can you feel the gentle stretch along your left quadricep to your hip flexor? Now, press into your foundation as you gently resist your right foot and your left knee in towards each other. So it feels like your knee and your foot are moving closer towards one another, yet they remain rooted exactly where they are. I invite you to maintain this activation as you gradually lengthen through your spine. An invitation to bring your attention to your left quad and your hip flexor. Notice if this movement has changed the sensation in these areas. It may feel nice to stay here, or you can explore reaching your hands towards the sky. You can choose to stay here, or gently take hold of your left wrist with your right hand as you explore a gentle side body lean to the right. Explore sending your breath into sensation. In your own time, make your way out of this side body stretch. Release your arms to your sides, fold forward, and place your palms on yoga blocks or fingertips to the earth. Slowly send your hips back as you lengthen through your right leg. In your own time, roll through your right foot, returning to a low lunge. You are welcome to continue exploring this movement. You can keep the sole of your right foot planted on your mat as you send your hips back. It may feel nice to keep your heel resting on your mat while the rest of your foot lifts away. And you can explore different angles by turning your toes in or out slightly. Beautiful. When this feels complete, kindly make your way back to a low lunge. Plant your palms on your mat, and then step your right foot back, finding a tabletop position. Feel free to wiggle into your hips for a moment. All right, when you feel ready, curl your left toes under and then slide your left foot back. Breathe in, and on your breath out, draw your left knee in and then step your left foot between your hands. Once you've found a stance that feels grounding, lift your torso away from your left thigh as you place your hands on your thigh. Bring your awareness to your right quad and hip flexor as you explore a slight rounding of your spine. An invitation to keep your focus on this area as you gently resist your left foot and your right knee in towards each other. Once you have that activation, begin to slowly lengthen through your spine. Observe if this side has a different story to tell. Our bodies are asymmetrical, so you may find that this side feels more open or tighter than the other side. As you explore what is present, approach it with curiosity and compassion. You can reach your arms overhead, and you can also explore a side body lean by gently grasping your right wrist and leaning towards the left. Breathe into sensation. Wonderful. In your own time, return to center, release your arms to your sides, and fold forward, placing your palms on your yoga blocks or invite your fingertips to connect with the ground. When you feel ready, send your hips back, lengthening through your left leg, and then roll through your left foot. You are welcome to continue flowing at a pace that feels good. And feel free to pause at any point to send your breath into sensation. In your own time, return to a low lunge. Plant your palms on your mat and then step your left foot back. You can wiggle into your hips once again. When this movement feels complete, please explore stillness. Kindly place your props to the side of your mat, keeping them within arm's reach. Whenever you're ready, lower onto your belly. Extend your legs out long, resting the tops of your feet on the earth. Place your elbows under your shoulders, inviting your chest to lift. If you feel any discomfort in your lower back, you can explore connecting to your center as you lift your pelvis away from the earth for a moment, and then settle your pelvis back down again. Explore a gentle tuck of your chin as you direct your focus towards the top edge of your mat. You are welcome to stay here, or you can explore opening up through your right hip by bending into your right knee as you slide your right leg to the right side, finding a half frog shape. Feel free to play around with the placement of your leg to find a place of comfort and ease. It may feel welcome to place a folded blanket under your right leg. An invitation to curl your left toes under, and then allow your left toes to gently rock your entire body forward and back. Invite your breath to flow to areas of your body that feel tense, or areas that feel like they are resisting the movement. In your own time, explore stillness. Untuck your left toes. Engage your core muscles to help you bring your right leg back in. Both legs are extended on your mat. An invitation to come off of your elbows by stacking your palms one on top of the other, and then gently lower your forehead to your stacked hands. It may feel nourishing to walk your feet towards the long edges of your mat, turning your toes slightly inward as you gently rock your hips from side to side. As we rest here, the invitation is to send your breath towards your belly. Can you sense your abdomen deepening its connection with the earth on your inhalation? And perhaps you can sense the soft release on your exhalation. You're welcome to stay with this sensation, or you can explore another sensation that may be calling for your attention. When you feel ready, please come back up onto your forearms, placing your elbows beneath your shoulders. Feel free to make any adjustments so that way you can find a place of ease and comfort. If it feels good, explore bending into your left knee as you slide your left leg to the left side. You can place a folded blanket under your left leg if that would feel like a kind gesture. An invitation to tuck your right toes under and then gently rock your body forward and back. I invite you to gently scan your body for any areas that feel as if they are resisting gravity. If you notice any resistance, explore sending your breath to those areas, encouraging them to soften and release. In your own time, explore stillness. Untuck your right toes, connect to your center as you bring your left leg back in. It might feel welcome in your body to rest your forehead on stacked hands once again, or maybe you press up to all fours and explore a child's pose. In this moment of pause, notice what's coming up for you. It could be a thought, an emotion, a physical sensation. Feel free to linger here longer if that's what your body is communicating. If you're ready to transition out, kindly make your way to all fours and then find a comfortable seat of your choosing on your mat. I invite you to take a moment to thank yourself for dedicating time to this practice, for prioritizing self-care and offering your mind and body the love, respect, and compassion they deserve. Resting a hand on your heart or giving yourself a gentle hug might feel comforting. This gesture acknowledges the love and care you've shown yourself today. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. Enjoy the rest of your day and take good care. We close our practice by saying thank you or namaste.